She occasionally reconnects with fans through reunions or interviews. She maintains a low public profile, focusing on her professional work and personal life. Now 62 years old in 2025, Felice Schachter has transitioned far from her early acting days and built a successful part of the show's early foundation. At just 15 years old in 1979, Felice Schachter appeared as Nancy Olson in Professional Paths while maintaining warm appreciation for the show that introduced her to audiences. She occasionally participates in nostalgic cast events or spark of competition and confidence to the original Eastland group. Cindy stood out with her sporty personality, big-hearted nature, and willingness to question suits, while still cherishing the memories of her time as Sue Ann. Her occasional public appearances remind fans how beloved those early Eastland years truly bring warmth and innocence to the show's early dynamic. Julie's presence helped set the tone for the Facts of Life's first season, making Sue Ann a memorable part of the series. At just 16 years old in 1979, Julie Piekarski brought Sue Ann Weaver to life as the sweet, wholesome Midwest, making Blair one of Eastland Academy's most unforgettable students. Now 62 years old in 2025, Lisa Whelchel continued hilariously self-absorbed. But beneath the attitude, she had a warm heart and real growth throughout the series. Lisa's performance helped turn The Breakfast Club, Pretty in Pink, and 16 Candles. She continues to expand her career with film, TV, and writing. Molly has published book status. Her youthful authenticity hinted at the star power that would soon make her a defining face of 1980s pop culture with fans who grew up watching her. With her timeless talent and unmistakable voice, Mindy remains one of the most cherished stars from the Facts of Life. Mindy Cohn continues to enjoy a long and respected career in entertainment. She's remained active in television, film, and especially voice acting. Of life in 1979 as Natalie Green, the upbeat, witty, and endlessly confident Eastland student who quickly became a fan favorite. She built a strong career as a director, working behind the camera on numerous sitcoms and TV movies. With decades of accomplishments and a loyal fan base, Tootie wasn't just the youngest in the group. She was the heart that added humor, warmth, and youthful wonder to every storyline. Her funny one. Kim Fields lit up the Facts of Life as Dorothy Tootie Ramsey, the tiniest, most charming burst of energy at Eastland Academy. Before there was Saved by the Bell or Full House, there was one show that defined girlhood on TV. The Facts of Life. A boarding school, a tight-knit group of teens, and life lessons that stuck with a whole generation. But what happened to the young stars who brought Eastland Academy to life? Some became one-liners, emotional moments, and unforgettable catchphrases made her a standout favorite among fans from the very first season. Revisit the child and teen cast of The Facts of Life, where they started, who they became, and where they are now in 2025. Let's dive right. Respected adult actress, starring in hits like Living Single and showcasing her real-life personality on The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Beyond performing it, at just 13, she brought a refreshing mix of honesty, humor, and heart that made Natalie one of the most relatable characters on the show. A beloved symbol of positivity and the power of being authentically yourself. Now, 59 years old in 2025, celebrated for bringing joy to audiences across generations. At just 11 years old, Molly Ringwald appeared in the very first season, stood out with her natural charm, intelligence, and easy screen presence. Though her role was short-lived, it became an early stepping stone toward her eventual teen icons, contributed essays to major outlets, and taken on thoughtful roles in modern series like Riverdale. Decades after her Eastland days, she's still admired of Blair Warner, instantly becoming one of the most memorable faces of The Facts of Life. Blair was glamorous, wealthy, confident, and sometimes to shine in many creative and personal ventures. After her sitcom years, she became an author, motivational speaker, and certified life coach, inspiring a girl whose charm instantly stood out among the original Eastland students. Sue Ann was friendly, polite, and always tried to see the best in everyone at play. Today, she remains active in television and personal development work, still beloved for her positivity and the lasting legacy of Blair Warner, countless fans. She returned to the spotlight in 2012 with a surprising appearance on Survivor Philippines, earning praise for her strength and strategies before the cast later shifted and streamlined. Now 62 years old in 2025, CMFC, Julie Piekarski made expectations, especially when it came to what girls should or shouldn't do. Though she was part of the show for only the first season, Cindy helped shape the early reunions, fan events, and interviews celebrating the show's enduring impact. Julie has embraced life outside Hollywood, focusing on family and personal pursuits. Julianne Haddock has lived a quiet, private life away from the entertainment industry. After stepping away from acting years ago, she pursued other personal gains, a quiet but meaningful connection to the legacy of The Facts of Life. Although she stepped away from major acting roles years ago, she continues to appear at reviews, but largely enjoys life outside the spotlight. Even though her Hollywood career was brief, fans continue to remember her as the lovable Cindy, a keeper. At age 14 in 1979, Julie Ann Haddock portrayed Cindy Webster, the energetic, athletic tomboy who brought us in, the chatty, romance-obsessed Eastland student who was always on the phone with her boyfriend Roger. Nancy brought a light, relatable teenage energy to the early tone of The Facts of Life, giving fans a fun, spirited character they still remember fondly. Now 60 years old in 2025, career behind the camera. She works in production, contributing her experience and talent to television and film from the other side of the industry. and memorable personality helped establish the original tone of the facts of life, making Nancy one of the standout characters from the freshman lineup.